Hey St. Joe's, welcome back to another edition of Bleacher Bios, the new series where we get to know your student athlete classmates a little bit more off the field. Today I am here with
Dani Stuart. I'm a senior on the SJU women's soccer team here.
All right, so to get things started, how are you today?
I'm good, can't complain. Just finished practice out here and it's a beautiful day, so it's really good.
It is so nice out. What has been your favorite moment from playing at SJU?
My favorite moment being at SJU so far goes back to my freshman year. We were coming into playoffs and it was the last home game of the season, or not home game, but last regular season game. And we needed to beat the current #1 seed at the time to make it into playoffs. So we traveled to VCU and we ended up going the whole game until the last 3 minutes scoreless. Then we were able to score in those last 3 minutes of the game, and it was really awesome. And because we did end up beating them, we then had to travel as the 8th seed back to VCU again the following weekend to play them. And this time, instead of waiting till the last 3 minutes of the game, we scored pretty early on, but then we just defended and really gave it our all. So then we were able to beat them back-to-back weekends and make it through to the semifinals. And it was really awesome.
That sounds amazing, like such a great moment. So I'm assuming that was like kind of stressful, obviously. A lot going on mentally, physically, emotionally, all that.
Especially as a freshman too. It was like one of those big moments that like you always think about like going into college, and then you're like, wow, like you're here, you're in it. And again, I still constantly think about it as we're talking about it right now.
Exactly. So with that, what's kind of like one of your favorite ways to like unwind, relax, de-stress?
This is pretty cliche of me as, I guess, being an athlete, but I love to like go on walks. I love to run, love to lift. I like to read too. Any chance to like better myself or, you know, just be a better human being at the end of the day. I just love to read about.
So with like bettering yourself, is there someone you look up to, like a sports role model, idol?
I would say like growing up, there wasn't a specific player that really like inspired me, but as I got older and like I watched the U.S. women's national team play, one of my favorite players was Mallory Swanson. She played a different position than me, but I love how she attacked down the side of the field and was constantly scoring goals for her team and still proving herself even after a 9-month devastating knee injury. So it was awesome to see her back out there playing.
If you could play another sport, what do you think it would be?
So I actually used to be a track runner and I loved track. There was a point of time where I actually wanted to potentially maybe do soccer and track in college. I had the times for it, but honestly, now that I'm here and in season and constantly playing, it is very hard, and I don't know how people that do two sports make it work, but I give all the credit in the world to them. But track was so fun, and it was a big part of my life during the high school years.
Do you have a favorite place to play that's not Hawk Hill? It could be like college related, high school, growing up.
I guess I have to say my favorite place would be Rowan University, and this isn't just a St. Joe's, but they're like in my backyard at home. So it's nice being able to play in front of so many people from home, and it's like right there.
Okay, now we're gonna get into some more fun questions. What is your guilty pleasure song?
Okay, so this one makes me laugh a little bit, but I don't consider it that guilty because me and my teammate Nat will even play it after a game, win or loss. And it's by the script, The Man Who Can't Be Moved. It's a great song, win or loss, and it'll be on.
Sounds like the Phillies song from their playoff run a couple years ago, Dancing on My Own, same kind of vibe. What are you currently watching, like TV show, any recommendations?
For me personally right now, I'm not watching any new shows, but I am still in a rewatch of all the Marvel movies. I spent a lot of the summer when I wasn't on the soccer field or working, watching them in their chronological order, as nerdy as that might sound.
I do,
but it was fun.
What is your favorite movie out of the Marvel series?
Ooh, favorite movie. I really love the Iron Man movies. They're so good. That one or any of the Thors. I love them. They're so funny.
Speaking of movies, do you have an actor or anybody you think would play you in your biopic?
I think I would go with Jennifer Lawrence. She seems like a very outgoing person, and I like to describe myself as outgoing, but at the same time, she's hilarious. And maybe I don't have all the funny characteristics to me, but I really love how she interacts with people, and again, she's very funny.
Do you have like a favorite weird snack combination or weird food that you like to eat?
If I had to choose one, I don't even think it's that weird, but it would be pretzels with cream cheese, or even pretzels with icing too. You can't go wrong with it.
Okay.
And sweet treat, and at the end of the day, I'll take any sweet treat. So.
All right, and then just to wrap it up, do you have a soccer ick?
My soccer ick is, sorry girls, but this is when we roll our shorts up way too much. Like one roll up is fine, but then if you're doing like 2 or 3, that's when it becomes a little bit of a problem for me. But to each their own, not gonna hate.
Thank you for joining us today. It was so nice talking to you.
You too, it was a good one.
Be sure to follow Dani and the rest of the women's soccer team at SJU_WSoc on all social media, and follow SJU Athletics on all of our accounts. And we'll see you next time on Bleacher Bios.
Go Hawks!